Von Sinatra swing to Brando stage. Marilyn's grace to JFK's age. It's Johnny Russo, Hollywood's own. The Jeanie Raymond secrets are shown. Hollywood Godfather.
Welcome, everybody. It's time for another Hollywood Godfather podcast. And I want to welcome Jeanie Raymond, our beautiful co-host. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Gianni?
I'm good. Here's our guy. Why don't you introduce who's coming on, and I'll let him on.
All right. Everyone is going to know this guy. Matt Servitto is joining us today, and we are so excited to hear what he's been up to. So welcome to the show, Matt. Let's get you pulled on here. Oh, perfect.
There he is, my man. A little drum roll for Matt.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
I need a drum roll just to follow me around all day.
You're busy, huh? That's great.
Ish. I don't know. I mean, I'm not as busy as I used to be, but busier than most, I imagine. So, how's everything? The picture good? The sound good? Everything?
Everything's good. You look good, and everything's good, and
Awesome.
we're ready to go. And the interesting thing is, it's funny because I wanted to talk to you a while ago, and now that there's even more studios coming east,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be enraged for us.
I hope so. I mean, it's an interesting time because you go to the West Coast and it's depressing. I go out, see friends, and everybody's, kind of down on the business, and yet on the East Coast, yeah, there's just a lot of construction going on, and it kind of contradicts everything that's being said in LA. So I'm not really sure who to believe, but there's going to be a lot of studio space they got to fill. So.
Well, LA, what I'm finding out now is, it's everybody's pulling out.
Yeah.
So when you got Netflix and everybody building studios here,
Yeah.
they're coming here.
Also, I mean, you can audition from anywhere now, because it's virtual. It's either self-tape or you can do. I literally did, which I didn't like, a chemistry read with for a pilot for like Fox. And
Wow.
rather than fly me out to LA and be in the room with the guy, we did like a chemistry read over Zoom. And I said, and it's a sitcom. I said, this is not how you get a chemistry. I mean, come on, you got to be in the room, sitcom, playing off of each other. And, I didn't get it, which was absolutely fine. But I said, this is just not, I don't think, how you should be working. But, we'll see.
Well, they're cutting corners in the wrong places.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, the good news, I'll let you know some good news that you'll be involved in. I have a new book out called Mafia Secrets.
Nice.
And you know the name George Gallo, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, George was getting prepared to do a movie with me. And then I released this book.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, James Patterson released a book
Yeah.
called The Last Days of Marilyn.
Oh, yeah.
And he just verified everything I said for 63 years.
Wow.
So George Gallo went out and got a major budget for us.
Nice.
And he's turning in the Gotti script right now that Nicolas Cage is playing, that John Liu is directing. And once that's done, we're going in pre-production on my movie.
Fantastic.
Which
Fantastic.
is enormous budget, $15 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
That's you could do. I'm working on a thing where we just put the financing together, 10 million, and it's like you could do so much now with so little money. I mean, not so much, but I'm just saying what used to cost you 20 to 25 million because of digital. You're not using film. The lighting packages now are very lean. You can do a lot of stuff in post. So 15 million goes a long way, and it pays a lot of pays everyone well.
Yeah. Well, 50, 50.
Oh, 50. I thought you said 15.
No, 50.
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
I
Wow.
was going to say, wait a minute, we're talking about 15. Forget about it.
50. Damn. you should just take 40 of that and make the movie for 10.
Well, you know what? I really want to do a masterpiece, so we want to get the right talent,
Yeah.
and develop it right. And Jeannie's learning all about our business. Jeannie, jump in anytime you want.
Well, it's fascinating, and I was listening to you, Matt, talk about a chemistry reading, and I'm thinking Gianni and I, luckily, I'm not doing any acting, of course, but we just hit it off and had a friendship, and it's grown over time. He's like, I talk to him almost every day,
Right.
but I can't imagine trying to do that where you don't have any way to gauge the person you're on a Zoom call with, trying to do that type of acting. That's so different the way they do things. And even my job, I work for the government, and we went from seeing our people in person to doing a lot of over
Yeah.
Zoom. And it does lack that special touch of just getting to know someone, filling them out a little bit. So I can see how different that would be. But especially you're doing some producing as well, right?
Yeah. And what I've discovered is, in fact, it's funny. We just had I had a Zoom today on this movie that we're putting together. And once again, I said, I want to get together in person. I tried to get us all together in a room in Baltimore. Seems to be the central spot between Atlanta, LA, New York. I said, how about we all get to Baltimore? Try to get it to happen before the holidays. Didn't happen. But I said today, I'm going to force all of you. We've got to make this happen. I said, because we've had people getting a little testy, and the Zoom just doesn't. There's, like you said, it's hard to things. People will say things on Zoom or on a phone call they would never say to your face. Gianni, you probably know that more than anybody, having done what you've done for so long.
Well, yeah,
People, you know what I mean? No, but I'm just saying, you and I
they
both
know
know
they
this.
know you can't reach over and just smack them.
Exactly. I said I was out at my poker game last night, and we play virtually because we're all over the world. And I said something, and I said, you know what? Somebody should kick my ass for that comment. And I said I could use a good ass beating. I said that's why the game should be in person.
That's right.
Because somebody says something at a poker table, you sit up, you're like, what? What are you saying?
You play virtual poker?
So there's a whole group of actors, writers, directors. We're all over we all work in different places all the time. But on Monday night, we can generally, so we play, the game is happening on your phone and we're Zooming. So like anywhere between 7 and 10 of us are on the Zoom. And then the game is all happening on the phone. It's an app, so it's dealing the cards. It keeps track. We settle up about every 16 weeks. We settle up, Venmo. We send each whoever owes money, and then we start what we call a new season. So it's great. We started it during COVID because we were all going stir crazy, and one of the guys got very sick very very early on when they couldn't quite figure out what was happening. One of the guys got very sick. And we were worried, and we said, "What can we do for him? We can't leave our house. We can't visit him in the hospital." And then I told one of my friends, said, maybe we could figure out a way to play poker because he's just a junkie for cards. So we figured out this way to do this, and we never stopped. So that's 6 years now. We've been doing it every Monday night. So
wow,
pretty consistently. And yeah, even once COVID ended, we just kept it going, and it's just great because we just. We pour the drinks, we get the, and we just razz each other, catch up on the business. We talk sports, politics, kids, everything. We cover a lot of ground.
Snack talk. Yeah, that's right. I love it. That's awesome.
It is.
The only thing I've ever done
up to it
for 6 years every Monday night is go to bed.
Hey, it's the waking up that's important.
That's exactly right.
Oh yeah, I'm in my 83rd year. I'm
oh
glad.
My goodness. Well, F you because you look great. So
thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome.
So what are you producing?
Right.
What am I producing? So I am working on. I'm going to just try to. I know I can talk about it. I'm just trying to kind of protect the guilty and the innocent. It is a vampire movie, tentatively titled "Batshit Crazy," and
I love it.
It's starring hopefully a friend of ours who is aging and plays an aging Dracula, and it's a lot of fun because this person kind of felt that maybe the role had passed them by. And so he said, man, that's such a bummer. I really wanted to play Dracula. I said, that would be very funny to have a Dracula who's aging and he doesn't know why, because vampires are eternal, they're immortal.
Yeah.
So I started writing this, and the comedy just came. It was so easy to write. He's got to put his fangs in all the time. He's dyeing his hair because it's gone completely white, so he's dyeing it black, so he still looks like he just can't move that well. It's a lot of fun, and so we're shooting. I call it The Hangover meets Dracula. It's basically these guys road trip into the middle of Transylvania for a film festival, horror film festival that's happening, which is a real thing, and I actually had a film there. This was all loosely based on what was going to be a true story. I told my buddies when we were all going to go to Transylvania for this film festival, I said, boy, we should write a movie about 4 guys that end up in Transylvania and a horror movie breaks out while they're at the festival. Staying in their hotel, like they Airbnb a castle, and like a Scooby-Doo horror movie just breaks out. And so we were like, oh God, we got to make that movie. So we started I met with the Romanian government, got the tax incentives. They just love the film, love the idea, because we really feature a lot of Romania. Because so often those movies are not shot on location in Transylvania. So that was part of one of our gimmicks was
That's a way to get the money too. Hello.
What's that?
It's a good way to get their money.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we got a lot of interest, and we were going to shoot less. It's also very timely because we have to shoot. Transylvania gets covered in snow and gets very difficult to shoot in the winter. So we either have to do spring or fall. So I think we tried to do last fall. One of the casting main roles couldn't do it, so we shifted to the spring. We might get it in the spring, or we might push it. I'd love to shoot it in real time around Halloween, just to kind of use Halloween because they actually do. It's one of the few European countries that does Halloween the way we do Halloween. The pumpkins, the costumes, everything. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun.
It is. It's a blast.
What'd you say it was called?
It is. It was called Romania with a big exclamation point, and then when I rewrote it this summer, I went with Batshit Crazy because I use that term all the time. I call people batshit crazy all the time, and I just put it in as a tentative title, and everyone's like, "Oh, I love it! I love it." People are like, "Will they let you do it?" I said, "Yes," because we'll put asterisks on shit, or something. Sh. ...
Hey, you call me. I can give you some tips on how to swear correctly.
Graphic design. I will absolutely.
I've got it down to an art.
Have you been doing any acting recently?
I have been. I did a film this fall called Lupo. And I don't know if you know this story. I don't know how well this guy is known. Joseph Lupo Razzulli, I think was his name. You would time out with him. He was a boxer who got polio, and then went into work for the mafia. Once the polio hit in, he couldn't box anymore. He knew a lot of the guys from the neighborhood.
We started collecting.
Huh?
You started collecting.
Started collecting, and then of course, because he's still a tough guy, he looks even tougher with a cane, and It's a very interesting story. I don't want to give like so he basically, his brother, police chief in, I want to say they're all in, I think in Parsippany, Patterson, it's New Jersey. His brother's police chief, and he's, at the Italian Social Club, the other brother, Joe, doing his work. And eventually their worlds collide. The feds step in, and this is all true, all true story. And without giving the ending away, an incredible ending that to this day remains a mystery, and a really good one. Wow. And his son kind of did a lot of research trying to find out what happened and uncovered a lot of things. And so his son wrote the script, or his son wrote down a lot of the ideas. I think he then got a younger kid to write the screenplay for him. So a lot of Matt Del Negro from Sopranos. We had a lovely female director. Oh my God, I'm going to blank on her name.
Oh, wow.
She was great, and just a great producing team. All shot, in very specific locations that were true to the story. And I played a real estate developer who was developing a lot of the Jersey Shore in the 50s and 60s, and they were trying to find a place to legitimize themselves and get some of that mob money into legitimate investments. And that could so they're not having to constantly collect small fees on the streets. And so they started investing big time in this real estate Ponzi scheme. They, to their credit, they didn't realize my character, it was a bit of a Ponzi scheme. And then the feds turned me and got all of them in trouble. And so, I got my ass kicked in this film. It's getting hard. It's getting hard. I'm 60 now. I mean, it's sort of like in the old days, Johnny, I'm sure you used to feel simple. No, go ahead and throw the punch and go ahead and throw. Yeah. Listen, I saw The Godfather. I mean, throw me into the garbage cans. It's like, no, it's 60. It's like, pull that punch. Where's my stunt double? I mean, come on. And I'm working with young actors who are all method.
More knee pads and more elbow pads.
Oh, yeah. No, there was a couple of takes. I said, all right, go ahead. If you got, they're young actors, man. They want to do. I said, if you guys want, because I'm sitting in my chair, and they literally slam me down on the desk, like doing this. And I said, let's wait for like one of the last takes on. You guys can go to town. I said, but just make sure And so we got a couple of takes of them really going at it, and I did fine. I said, it's going to look good, and most of my friends love to see me get my ass kicked. So. I have friends that line up to watch me. I think I've been killed on screen at least 10 times with all the television, the Law and Orders. They can't wait. They're like, Servitto, do you die in this one? Oh my God, I can't wait. We're having a party.
I think you would have died more than that, just 10.
I'm probably underestimating it, but yeah.
So was it?
You have a release date on it?
What's that?
You have a release date on this?
That is, and they're moving it along very quickly. I know they're in the editing room. I got a text from them last week saying that everything's looking great. I know they have a soundtrack they've got to secure, music, all that stuff. But I would say spring 2020. Well, this spring. Yeah, this year.
Is it a general release or to TV or to?
I don't know. Oh no, it'll be. I think they'll go for theaters. They'll try to go for theaters, and no major stars, but it didn't need it. I mean, just a really good story, good actors, a lot of recognizable faces from TV and film. So just I was the old guy by a long shot. Just these are all because the story was mostly sort of guys in their 30s in the late and of course we had a blast with all the clothes and stuff and the cars because it's late 60s early 70s, so the suit it's looks almost like Goodfellas, the suits, the old caddies, a lot of fun.
They're fun to do.
Yeah.
So Matt, is Amanda Clayton, was that the director?
Yes, Amanda. Yep. And they all met working on a TV show. Oh my God, what was it called? The Town? No. Her husband, some of the actors, the writer, they all met working on a television show, stayed in touch. And like I said, I think somebody approached them with this story. And so the son was on set. And so in the movie, he's a little kid, and it's sort of witnessing his father involved in a lot of stuff, because he was very close to his dad. And I think he was the only child that they were able to have. So very close. And what a great guy. He would just, that's so much fun because at lunch break, he's telling us stories that didn't make the script because they just had so many good stories. It's like, oh, this happened one time and I was like 6 years old and I witnessed something that I shouldn't have. And he's, you didn't see that, that kind of stuff, but don't tell your mother kind of thing. So it's just fun having him around and sharing his stories. So
that's great.
Yeah.
But we've had a lot of inquiries wondering what you've been doing. So,
well, I mean, listen, I'm going back on Law and Order SVU this week.
Who are you?
That's great. I haven't, but I did a few episodes, over the early. I think they're in season 25 or something insane. I did in the first few years. I did a couple different roles, but I haven't been back on it in years. So it'll be fun. She's in the fact that Maloney's back. Chris Maloney's back on the show. She's, just a stalwart and such a great person, great actress. And so it'd be nice. But just always, there's always something going on. And another movie that we're trying to get done in Jersey in the fall as well. And what else have I been doing?
I've seen you, I stalked you just a little bit. You and your daughter, it looks like, been hitting up some baseball games. You
Oh
guys,
yeah. Raised
oh,
a family of Yankee fans, and they were all born in the city, right near the stadium, actually. So we're out in Jersey now, but yeah, but she's at the great age to just bug me to go. I mean, it's such an ordeal to get to Yankee Stadium from Jersey.
How
I
old is
just
she?
She's 22.
Oh, wow. Great.
Yeah,
How
and
about
then I have twin 19-year-olds, boy girl twins, and yeah, everybody. I mean, this is that, like, the cold. I mean, your listeners, if they don't know, we've just had a major storm here on the East Coast, and just the idea of thinking about baseball already when it's 7 degrees outside just warms my heart, and
well,
yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, so they're at the age now they go in the city with their friends. They want me to go in the city with them. We go to Broadway shows. We really, I'm glad they love the city as much as I do and are
Well,
comfortable
that's
in it.
great.
Yeah.
That's good. Good.
Matt, what's awesome about that, I don't know about your kids. I have 4 kids. They're grown now. My youngest son
Yeah.
just got married last weekend, but
Oh, congratulations.
oh well, thank you. I got
Yeah.
a beautiful daughter-in-law.
Great wedding last week. That a great
Yeah, they've made it a week. No, they're they're 1 week in and it's going strong.
Hey,
No,
you can joke. I have a friend who's a divorce lawyer. He's like, you'd be surprised. Like 2 days after the honeymoon, I've got calls. So
oh gee,
Oh,
no,
wow.
they're darling and they're in good shape. But no, I think with kids that you get them and then they get to that teenage year and they don't want to be around you at all. I don't know
yeah,
about your kids and you bug them and stuff, and then they pass that hump and all of a sudden they want to hang out with you again. And
yeah,
it sounds like you're enjoying that with your kids, and it's so awesome that you guys have the same passions. My kids are big baseball fans. They've gone to New York and seen games before and stuff,
yeah.
and absolutely love it. So
Yeah.
fun. I saw that, and I saw you and your daughter, and I just thought, oh, that's something you guys will enjoy your whole life.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. Like baseball. I mean, till the day my father died. I mean, we would, if we had, it's always father sons. Hard to make conversation. If we had nothing to talk about, we could talk for an hour about baseball and
right.
and football and a million other sports and things. But yeah, and like you said, the kids. It is kind of amazing to me that they enjoy hanging out with me. They're also at the age now where they know what I do.
Yeah.
Because when they were little kids, I'm like, well, you're not watching Sopranos, you're not watching Banshee, you're not watching this, and now they would be with me, and I'd get recognized from something like, what? Why are people bothering you? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, they're just fans of this show or that show, or they recognize me from this. Okay, whatever. They just kind of got used to it. But now all of their friends have binge watched all the especially
Yeah.
Sopranos. I mean, that there's a whole new generation of young
Oh,
kids. I
yeah.
might have talked about this last time, but I go to the colleges for Parents' Day, Parents' Weekend. Oh my gosh. 19, 20, 21-year-olds like, oh my God, hey, it's Agent Harris. Can we get a picture with you? Oh my God. Da, da, da. I'm like, when did you all watch this? During COVID. They all
Yeah.
binge watched it during COVID, and they're just addicted. And I think I might have said this to Gianni. I mean, it just shows that good writing holds up. Good writing
Yeah.
lasts,
No.
and it's generational. Not everything translates. I mean, a lot of the other shows that maybe we all grew up or movies, my kids have no use for. But Sopranos somehow still, it's muscular, it's vulnerability, it's family, all the themes, hold up. I always said it was more Shakespearean and less mafia because it really is the loyalty,
Yeah.
the king, his kingdom crumbling, and again, it's a family drama. I always said people could find themselves in our stories. If it was just
Oh,
Goodfellas, the TV show, that's exotic, and you're like, oh yeah, I can't see myself. But when a guy doesn't, his wife's hounding him about the water heater, the kid's not doing his homework, and you're supposed to be the mob boss, very, very 20th century, and then he goes into therapy, obviously, which, you
Very
know,
true.
yeah, yeah,
No,
no,
it's
it's like The Godfather. We're going to the fifth generation now.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
How
not
many?
going to go.
So yeah, that was 72. So what are you at? Yeah, 72, 82, 92, 2000, 2000. Oh my goodness, 50 plus years.
55 years. Yeah.
Wow.
55
Wow.
years.
Oh my
I
well,
can't
goodness.
believe it.
and it's crazy because I see you and there's a group of you that are going to having appearances at different places and meet and greets and doing I don't know, what is
That's
that?
becoming a full-time job. I
Yeah.
mean, when you ask me what I'm doing, with that core group of guys, Robert Funaro, Jason Serbon, Dan Grimaldi, we kind of bonded and said, all right, let's start. There was already what I call the A team. Steve Sharippa, Michael Imperioli, and Vinny Pastore have their own little kind of. Not only did they have the podcast, but they started monetizing this whole thing by going and doing these Q&As around the country, around the world, and they'll come in, they'll sell out, a 2,000, 3,000 seat theater. Somebody does a little stand-up, a little music, then they come out, Q&A, show some clips. People pay good money for it. So I said, we'll call ourselves the second line, and we'll just come in behind them and get the scraps. So we've been doing stuff out. We've done in Long Island multiple times now. We're doing some of these dinners. I think we're doing something in Atlantic City in March at the Tropicana. So there's just an appetite that is voracious. I think we're also looking internationally. The show is huge in Europe, in Italy, in England, Ireland loves it, Germany. I mean, so it was kind of, it was slowing down until streaming came out, and then everybody kind of caught the bug and started watching it again. And so it's just this second life. It's more. I think the people from The Office have said the same thing, that The Office is more popular now with the reruns and syndication than it was when it was airing. And so they do together as a cast a lot of appearances and events. So it's great because honestly, we're making money. We're not getting rich, but I just love an excuse to hang out with these guys, and the idea that I get to hang out with my friends. I mean, we just did an event in Long Island near the end of the year. I mean, we're just laughing the whole time with the audience. We're reminding each other of stories, telling them things they never heard, telling people stuff we've never said. And it's just highly entertaining. We enjoy it. And I said, the fact that we get paid to do it is great.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and you guys are
Let's
busy.
take a break a minute. I just realized what time it is. We'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. So we let the editor do all that stuff.
Yeah. Those editors, God, I love them. I swear to God, they have saved my ass so many times.
Well,
Hopefully
this
they'll do it
guy,
again.
our guy's with us 23 years.
Wow. That's-
Mike has been with 23 years in every
That's
capacity.
incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because you're a tough guy to work for.
Well,
Me,
he's everywhere. He's all over the place. And we'll call him and I'll take notes. And sometimes at the end, I get talking and listening to your stories and I forget, oh yeah, I forgot commercial or write something down.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. I'm not paying attention. I'm not good on that end. But
no, but like you, I'm a lot older than you, but I don't want to stay home.
No.
My oldest kid is 65, and he says to me, "When are you going to stop?" I said, "Why do I want to stop? I love what I do."
Yeah.
I'm leaving tomorrow to do 6 shows.
Oh,
I
where?
leave tomorrow morning. I'll go through Connecticut. I do a circle like you do.
Yeah.
Go from town to town to town for town and come back.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like taking the trains. I don't even get on a plane.
I think we're going to have to cross-pollinate at some point. We have to drag you to like one of our Atlantic City shows, like as a special guest. It would be a blast. Audience would because they would love it because now they got a complete surprise guest that's got a whole other, thing that they're like they've all seen it. They've all watched the different movies you've done. I mean, they're going to have a whole other set of questions. I think they get sick of us at some point. So,
Matt, you said your kids now know what you did. Gianni said he did a movie a little out of, in his line of business, but he did Mario Brothers. And he said the grandkids were really mad at him when they finally saw him in the show.
No, because I kidnapped the princess. I thought I could do for them. They got mad at me.
you kidnapped the Princess Peach? I think I know enough about Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's great. No, I did one Disney film, Enchanted, which is an incredibly beautiful film. Very good, a love letter to New York City and fantasy and everything. And they watched it till the DVD was just ground into dust. I mean, they loved it. All their friends would. So that was one thing that they saw, and I think it confused them because I play a Con Ed guy. All of the animated characters come through. They picked a sewer cover in the middle of Times Square, 5th and Broadway. Boom. There is a circle, and they said to Con Ed, "We want to use this for this movie. This is the portal from the animated world into the real world.
Oh, wow.
And so all through the movie, I'm down there like doing stuff, and then like I come up and I'm like getting ready for lunch, and here comes like doink, a new character. I'm like, what do you? Where did you go? You know? So my kids thought I worked for Con Ed like for a long time, and I said go with that. That's fine because I'm not going to explain that I was just acting. Yes, that's what I work at Con Ed. Okay. So, but anyways, as I said, and my oldest is now using it to get, mileage out of it. If she's at a bar or something, somebody will buy her a drink, yeah, my dad's on, oh yeah, and then she'll call me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, hey, babe. She's like, see, there's Agent Harris. And they're like, oh my God, it is Agent, So I'm like, listen, nobody's buying me drinks. So hopefully if you get some drinks out of it, go ahead,
That's great.
I love that. Now your kids are college age. Are any of them wanting to do any acting?
Oh, thank God, no.
Yeah.
I absolutely, that would have been a parent fail. My wife is, was a Broadway singer, dancer, all of the good stuff. They've seen two people live a life that has been amazing, hard
work.
ups and downs, good times, great times, hard times. So the inconsistency they've witnessed firsthand, and I think they're and also just sometimes it's in your DNA. You see a kid, and you're like, just a buddy of mine. He was just saying, his youngest son. He said, I can't stop him. I know he's going to end up in the arts somehow. He expresses himself through music and drawing and all that stuff. But my kids,
there's nothing wrong with it if they they realize the ups and downs.
Oh yeah, and I said to them, I would support if you want to be a director, a costume designer, a makeup art, like if you want to go into the business. I said, but acting is its own beast. And I said, so and believe me, I think you have to get the negativity, and if you still push through it, then you were meant to be. You know what I mean, Gianni? I mean, I think you've got to always kind of whenever young actors or whatever, I just feel like you have to kind of be encouraging, but also discouraging, so that if they do push through, it's like they had to do it. As somebody said, if you could do something else, do it, because this is really, really hard. But to your point, I was thinking, I saw this interview with Harrison Ford, and he said, you know why I love the business? He says, when I was a young actor, I saw these older actors in movies, or I worked with them, and I realized this is a great business because you can age in it. They're always going to need older actors to play the older roles. He said, most businesses put you out to pasture at 55, 60. He said, you can act forever. They need young guys, old guys, white, black, green, like they just need a variety of people. And I can age, as he has done amazingly, gracefully, in a business that's not going to push you away as long. And then you can also, like Gene Hackman did, Sean Connery, retire on your own terms, and say, I'm done.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm done. But anyway, so to your question, my son's studying science and math. My other daughter's studying political science and not-for-profit business stuff. And my oldest got a history degree. I don't know what the hell she's going to do with that. I think I apparently not repeat history, hopefully. But I think she wants to teach little kids. So I think, yes, she loves it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a son when he was going to college. I'm like, dude, you can do anything you want. And he's like, well, I want to teach school and coach football, which he's a head coach at a high school and loves what he's doing. But I'm like, you got the world at your fingertips, dude. School teachers I work with at part-time jobs at night.
Yeah.
But my kids even told me, I never want to work as hard as I've had to watch you work, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well,
this generation is allergic to hard work, believe me.
Oh my God.
I've got hardworking kids, but they didn't want to. I mean, I had 4 kids and I had to work my butt off, but they do. But they're like, oh, no way. I don't, not one bit interested in killing yourself,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here listening to both of you. You have 4. He has 3. I have 13.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I have 10 sons.
Oh my God. I don't think I knew that. How did I not know that?
And that's without my grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I
Wow.
got great-grandchildren. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's like pathological.
That's insanity. Insanity. Really.
How is your eye not twitching? I mean, my eye twitches with 3 kids. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
You ready for this? 10 mothers.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
He said he hasn't lived with them. That helped keep him looking young.
Oh hell yeah. Well, I'm sure.
I kept my sanity. Hello.
Oh my
I
goodness.
have 10 only sons. Now you can imagine they're raised by their mothers. I have 10 sons raised by their mothers.
Wow.
They're
Forget
good
it.
boys.
I know what. Well, I won't even get it. That's another show because I'm going to interview you.
Yeah.
Because I want to know about child support, Alan. I want to know how that all rolled out, and
Right.
got to keep working.
But fortunately, even as my acting career, though, I started with The Godfather.
Right.
Then I invested in a lot of movies. People don't know that. I had any.
Yes, I know that. Yeah.
So it was. I had a different thing. I was putting money in and buy my own parts, and I had fun and made money. Now, the checks keep coming.
That's kind of like I said. There's a reason. It's all a lot of my creativity has come out of necessity. It's like one of the reasons I'm producing and directing now is I'm not working as much as an actor, and I got 3 kids in college. Like I've got to keep. I said I need a third act. To my agent, I said I want to keep the party going here, and I can't step away. I said this is just. I've been doing this too long, and I said creativity is what I know. Storytelling is what I know. I said I could start over another job, and it would take me 5 to 10 years to kind of replicate the success I've had over here. So,
no, you shouldn't even think of it. I mean,
no, but I mean, but it crosses your mind at times. You're just sort of like, do I want to? This is making movies, producing them. I mean, to your point in talking about the books and everything, it's a young man's game, a young woman's game. I mean, it is tough to get stuff made. I highly recommend The Studio, the TV show that was on this season. I think it's on Apple. Seth Rogen, it about getting things made in Hollywood and how it's a miracle anything gets made, unless, Johnny, to your point, you do it yourself and you kind of bypass all the executives, all of the opinionators. If you can.
I would have never made it in this business waiting.
Yeah.
No.
Just put up money.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I had it because of Costello.
Yeah.
I live in a 2,700 square foot house on 61st Street that he left me in 73 with 3 other units that are collecting rent. What am I doing?
Oh my gosh. And I tell you, because I mean, did you ever get to see? I mean, I'm not going to hold you to it. Did you ever get to see The Alto Nights, the movie that I talked about?
I was just going to ask you about that. I thought it was great. I liked it.
I never got to see it. No.
Okay, that's going to be your homework next time, because I mean, obviously, I want your opinion of this movie. I mean, there's a lot there, a lot that may not jibe with your history and your memories and things that happened. I think they didn't take many liberties. I can say that Barry Levinson and Nick Pileggi, they stuck very close to the story. And in fact, in a way, almost too close, because it was so long. They cut what you saw, Jeanie, was cut from probably 3.5 to like 2.5. I mean, they started like right at the beginning in the streets of Little Italy, and their friends. Maybe it was up on the Upper East Side. Genovese and Frank, and then we go all the way to the 70s. And he's being interviewed. I mean, it was De Niro, but he's being interviewed in Florida. Talking a bit about his life and how things happened, and it's I mean, it's epic. It's epic. In fact, it really could have been event television. Like it could have been a 4 to 5 part
series.
Like HBO kind of thing.
Right.
I'm going to share something that nobody even knows. That you
all
brought
right, people, listen up on your podcast. Here we go.
On the 3rd day that I moved uptown selling ballpoint pens in front of the Sherry Netherlands, the 3rd day, this guy came every day. And he went into the Sherry Netherlands, got a 15-minute, I didn't know what he was doing. He was getting his shoe shined. And then it'd come out, this is Costello.
Yeah.
And never took a pen. Gave me words of advice, give me $5, give me $10 in the 50s. But before he left, he always touched my left shoulder. I found out later, Sicilians touch cripples for luck.
Oh.
No, this gets crazier now.
Yeah.
3 days later, he gets shot in his lobby by Chin Gigante.
Yeah.
And guess what his wife, Loretta, said? how you didn't die. It's got to be that kid you were telling me about. That's how I fell into this.
Oh my gosh.
Do you believe that?
No.
Talk about opportunities. I always say opportunities and obstacles is my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
But that's an opportunity. And they never had kids.
Yeah.
He died in 73, and here I am. I'm in this apartment 71 years. I walked in here when I was 13.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that wild?
She,
You gotta come and see it.
I
Sometime-
am, and then you're gonna sign a document leaving it to me. So that's where
Hey,
Hey,
it's
there's a
going.
line. There's a
There you
line
go.
for that. Me, I've got my. And just so you know, Matt, if you're writing your name on the back of something, that ring that he's wearing on that one hand, the day he got it, I'm like, hey, you got some new jewelry there. I want my name on that.
Did you see this, Matt? Matt, this look what my
No.
80th birthday. This is what I bought myself. Where
Uh,
was it?
Oh, there it is. Oh my.
Turn your hand the other way, Gianni.
The other way.
That
I
looks
got
like
dibs on that. I got dibs
that's like
on
a World Series ring. That's like one of those, championship rings.
phenomenal.
Well, I had a guy, Nathan Lipschitz, one of the best cutters,
Yeah.
and he, he's got a waiting list for gemstones.
Yeah.
Harry Winston being one.
Yeah.
I said, you ever get a 12 carat, 12-point stone? That's my birthday, December 12th. 2 years later, he calls me. I had to buy the stone.
Oh my God.
I wear it every day.
Don't shush.
I know. The day he got it, I was like, what is that? I'm good at catching that jewelry, even across the country. I'm in Utah.
I'm telling you, there's a movie that's coming about that ring. I'm telling you, it's gonna be
I hope not.
a caper movie, comedy. It'll be a comedy, Johnny. I promise.
I can't wait for Batshit Crazy. That's gonna
Oh
be
my
awesome.
God, you and me both. I'm telling you, I've been living. As you know, just putting it all together and living in the world of creating. You kind of live with the characters, the casting, the casting director. And it's just such and I love comedy. God, I love comedy. It's my religion. So it's funny. I mean, I'm sure probably like you, Johnny, I've spent my life playing toughs and cops and robbers and firemen and lawyers. I'm a very silly man. So I absolutely, I said, if I'm going to keep doing this, if I'm going to direct and produce, it's got to be comedy because, and maybe it's the time in the world we're in right now. God, we all could use a laugh. So,
Oh my God.
right.
I mean,
and
it's funny you should say that. I've never, and I'm a lot older than both of you, I've never seen us in such doom and gloom and such hatred.
yeah,
Absolute hatred.
Yeah, and my mother's just a little older than you, and she's just sad. I mean, just because she just like you, she's lived through an incredible time in this country, the world wars, the ups, the downs, everything, and she just is so despondent. My father died, kind of seeing a lot of this starting to happen. My mother was like, it's just hard for me to watch. I mean, maybe
Right.
my mother, and she said maybe my mother felt the same way watching Vietnam or the civil
Oh, yeah.
rights riots or what, I don't know,
I
but
should still have it all. God bless you. Still have it. That's great.
oh yeah, no, she's my mother's awesome. She just has because she has a great sense of humor. She does, and she wanted me to be a writer. She really did. Encouraged all creativity, and I'm growing up in the streets of Detroit. I mean, nobody's going into the arts, but I could sing, I could move, I could act, and she was like loved the writing thing. So she always had me working on writing, and that's what I love. It's like Batshit Crazy. I wrote this other movie, like I said, that we're developing. And what I'm smart enough to also enlist. I have a friend that writes books about screenwriting. I'm like, dude, take a pass on that for me because I'm sure my structure's off and my acts are, but that's what friends are for. But I know that I've got instincts, and what I've actually got is good ear for dialogue. So I love writing scenes and just playing both as an actor. You take the actor, make him a writer. You're playing all the parts, So I literally will I will take my phone and record. I'll be like, okay, so blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 and I just play both parts, record it,
So you
and
can see it and hear it.
yeah, and because I can say, what would she say right now? What would he say? This would be his comeback. Maybe there's a pause here. Maybe they both kind of settle down, So I love it because you're kind of getting to use your acting muscles in a different way,
At the same time, yeah. Well, that's exciting. I cannot wait to see that movie. I'm always up for a good comedy.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, honestly, like I said, it just and what's interesting also, the what we're allowed to do, that's one of the things about Batshit Crazy. It's pretty, we're kind of going to the old Mel Brooks world. I'm like, I'm not precious. Like, I don't, if I'm going to trigger you or offend you, I don't care. I'm a little old school, like I'm sure you guys are too. I mean, I don't mean to be brazen about it, but God, I know we one thing we can all agree on is comedy and laughter, and I just think the pushback, to everybody to be politically correct within
oh,
those parameters is really hurting comedy. It's hurting our
every
ability to get along because I'm like, no, 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 no. If you don't find it funny or you're offended, walk away. I mean, geez,
go in.
there's plenty of other places. You got one of these things you can sit and find whatever voice you want. Back in the old days, we all had to listen to George Carlin. We all had to listen to Don Rickles. We all had to, and
Richard
there was
Pryor.
and I miss that community because that's the one thing you can micro your life into all of the music, the videos you're going to get fed, so that you don't get any offended or your mind doesn't expand because we all had a commonality. Like we all watched Johnny Carson. We all knew that there's certain nights you were going to watch a show, or that we all saw the Oscars, or we all saw the Super Bowl.
Consciously programmed.
What's that?
We were subconsciously programmed.
Oh, totally. But I can commune to this day and say, oh my God, you remember when we watched the finale of MASH? Do you remember when we all saw that this band on Saturday Night Live in Talking Heads, 1977? We can all kind of remember where we were, how we all hung out, all that stuff. So, anyways, now I'm on a tangent, but no, I asked my writers and my cast, I said, I don't want anything, your improv, go for it. The editor will take out what doesn't work, but you can absolutely kind of bring your brand of comedy,
You
So
know,
you gotta come back before,
yes.
you can follow this, the whole, I'll come back before. I will do one of these from Romania. If you want.
Oh, I know because we're going to 83 countries now.
No, really.
Oh no, we got a broad audience now.
Oh my goodness.
This will be seen by 1 million people by the end of the.
Wow.
Well, Johnny, where you were I forget where you just came back from.
Ireland.
I was just me. Oh, where were you? Ireland?
Ireland.
I went to Ireland for 2 weeks. I'll never go back in the winter. And they invited me to come back now in the spring, but it's so freaking cold. But I'm going all over the world now.
Yeah.
Not just because of The Godfather, this podcast.
Yeah. Oh, listen, this is the new world, and I've been told many times I should do a podcast because I love to listen to people. I love people. I would have on a variety of people. I can talk to anybody, but it's, as you guys know, it's a lot of work. People think it's easy. It's like you've got to continually be looking for the new guests. A friend of mine says as soon as you finish one, you're already prepping and thinking about the next. My buddy Henry Zabrowski's got one of the biggest podcasts in the world called Last Podcast on the Left. Henry and I did a comedy on Adult Swim where I played Satan and he was my assistant for 4 seasons. And yeah, they had one day a week, and then they added a second. He said that second day kicks our ass because you are just a machine of material, and they do such a wide variety of themes, topics, guests. They don't stay in one lane on that show.
We don't either. We have 378 hours up now.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun, different things. The neat thing about it, Matt, is we've had people come on to talk about something, and then Gianni's like Forrest Gump. You say one thing, and he remembers something from out of nowhere. We had a guy on. I think he was talking about a book, and he was like, "Yeah, my dad ran Fountain Blue," and Gianni was like, "Oh, this guy," and I just sat there
and Ben Novak's kid. You believe to talking to me about it? I had Cabana One there. Forget about it.
It was
I love it. I love those kind of the connections, the things that amazing.
Awesome.
Well, I want to thank you again because we're
absolutely yes. As okay, so you got to watch Alto Nights because I want to get your opinion next time. Hopefully Lupo will be out in the spring. I could come on and talk about that. And as I said, I'll keep in touch. about the
Yeah,
other
whenever you
projects.
want. Don't wait for us to call you. You have something to talk about, please.
Yeah.
You're a friend of ours.
And yes, and I'm coming in to come see the apartment.
Yes, I want you to.
Yeah. And did you tell me, is the bullet hole still in the lobby? Is this the same building?
Oh no. That's where he lived with his wife across up on the West Coast.
Well, yes, on the Upper West. Yes, yeah. Okay.
Well, this is 61st between 2nd and 3rd.
Okay. Oh, you're over east. Got it. Yeah.
You had
And
the
this
telephone
was
room?
one of his gambling. My
Right.
bedroom had 20 phone writers in it doing the handicap for the day. No, it was insane. I was coming here as a gimp. I still had polio.
Yeah.
And that's why he took me. That's why he took me under his shoulder. They
Yeah.
never had kids, thank God.
Yeah.
And Loretta fell in love with me, and that was the end of it.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love hearing all the stories. I love talking to you guys. It's so much fun. And thank you again. Happy New Year. Stay warm. Stay safe. I know you're going to be traveling, but I'll see you guys again real soon.
All
Please,
right, thanks so
anytime
much,
you want.
Matt.
Nah,
All right, man.
please.
My
Right,
pleasure.
thank you.
All
God
right,
bless.
have a great night.
Thank you guys. Take care.
Thank you. Wow, what a great guest.
Oh, great show too.
So fun. Yes. Well, everyone, thanks for tuning into the show. Please follow
Yes.
us on all of our spots. We're on Instagram. We are on Facebook. You can see this show if you're just listening to it. You can see the video version on Apple Podcasts. I know for sure. Also, you can see it on YouTube. Anywhere that you can see or listen to the podcast, share us with a friend, please.
All right, please. God bless you all. And who are two friends?
Oh, Jose wrote us
Oh,
a note.
yeah.
I will read it on our next show, but he said thank you for reaching out to him, and we are always happy to see you doing well, Jose, and your friend in
And
Ireland.
I have a new nephew in Ireland, Johnny.
That's right.
Special kid also.
That's
Special-
right. All right.
All
I'm
right.
glad you didn't forget. Sorry, we get talking. And
All right.
I get forgetting, but all right.
God bless everybody. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Love you. Have a nice, safe week.
Please.
All
You
right.
too. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.